Hello, student. Am I audible? Hello. Am I audible or not? Okay. All of you completed the practical copy. You must write all the topics that is present in your present syllabus. That means titration, at least 2 titration, oxalic acid K1O4 and Morsol K1O4. Salt analysis, at least 4 unknown salt tests. Organic functional group, individual group test plus 2 or 3 unknown organic functional group tests. Preparation of 1 inorganic and 1 organic salt. Test for protein and carbohydrate. Okay, and preparation of colloid solution. You must write this in practical notebook and submit as early as possible. Okay, today I have already done the protein and carbohydrate in the last previous class. This actually in your final exam there will be 3 practical. Number 1 titration, you have already known it. That means titration means either oxalic acid K1O4 or Morsol K1O4. Number 2 a salt analysis. You have given an unknown inorganic compound, you have to find out the cation and anion present in the salt and must write in the systematic manner. And number 3, you have given an organic liquid, you have to detect the functional group present in the liquid. This will be the 3, so you must revise these 3. Okay, today I will revise another some in 2 unknown salt. Test for 2 unknown salt. Test for 2 unknown salt. First we take small amount of salt in a test tube. We take small amount of salt in a test tube. What is the appearance of the salt? The salt is white crystalline. Salt is white. You must write the physical appearance. Well, first you write, what you write? Number 1, physical appearance. Physical appearance. What you write? The given salt is white crystalline solid. The given salt is white crystalline solid. What is the next step? You prepare the OS. You prepare the OS by adding distilled water and shake vigorously. So first you prepare the original solution. You first prepare original solution. So now you take small amount of original solution for the test for anion. You take small amount of original solution, and what will be the weight test for anion? First you add silver nitrate solution. First you add silver nitrate solution. What do you observe? No white precipitate is formed. That means the given salt does not contain any halide ion. Chloride, bromide or iodide are absent in the given salt. What is the next test? You take again original solution, small amount. Now you add barium chloride solution. Barium chloride solution. Test for sulfate ion. Barium chloride solution. And you observe a white precipitate is formed. See, a white precipitate is formed. Now to this precipitate you add dilute hydrochloric acid. To this precipitate you add dilute hydrochloric acid and observe whether the precipitate is dissolved or not. The precipitate remain unchanged. That means a white precipitate is formed which is insoluble in mineral acid. So what will be the anion? Sulfate ion. So you have got the sulfate ion. Okay. Now since your salt contain only one cation and one anion, so no need to perform the test for nitrate or carbonate or sulfide and so on. Now you perform the group analysis for cation. What is the first group? First group test, group reagent ki dilute HCl. Dilute HCl. No white PPT is formed. See this. No white PPT is formed. That means group 1 absent. Now through this solution you pass H2S gas. For H2S gas we generally add a flakes of sodium sulfide, and you observe no black PPT is formed. That means group 2 absent. Okay. Now you reject the solution. Wash the test tube. You reject the solution. Wash the test tube. Then you take small amount of original solution. You take small amount of original solution. What are the group 3 reagent? Ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide. First you add ammonium chloride. First you add ammonium chloride. No, then you add ammonium hydroxide. Very small amount you add and observe whether any precipitate is formed or not. 1 or 2 drops you add ammonium hydroxide and observe whether any precipitate is formed or not. No precipitate is formed. That means group 3 is absent. Now for group 4, through this solution you have to pass H2S gas. You pass H2S gas, and what do you observe? If you pass H2S gas, you observe a white precipitate is formed. A white precipitate is formed. This white precipitate, this may be zinc ion, because zinc sulfide is white color. So to confirm whether the compound is zinc ion or not, zinc have 2 conformity tests. One is potassium ferrocyanide. You add potassium ferrocyanide K4ApCN6. If a bluish white precipitate, see this, a bluish white precipitate is formed. This bluish white precipitate confirm the presence of zinc. It is the main conformity test for zinc ion. When we add potassium ferrocyanide, a bluish white precipitate of zinc ferrocyanide is formed. This is one important test for zinc ion. And what will be another test for zinc ion? You add sodium hydroxide solution. First in small quantity, then in excess. If a gelatinous white precipitate is formed and with excess NOH the precipitate is dissolved, then it is zinc ion. because when you add NaOH, a gelatinous white precipitate of zinc hydroxide is formed, and if you add excess NaOH, this zinc hydroxide reacts with NaOH to form sodium zincate, which is soluble. So first you add sodium hydroxide. Okay, wait for 1 minute. I have to brought the sodium hydroxide solution. First you add very small amount of sodium hydroxide solution. See, a gelatinous white precipitate is formed. Then you add excess sodium hydroxide, and you observe the precipitate gradually dissolve and become a clear solution. That means it is a zinc ion. Two confirmatory tests. One was a potassium ferrocyanide, a bluish white precipitate. This is the main test. Another sodium hydroxide, a gelatinous white precipitate, and this precipitate is soluble in excess NaOH. For writing, you must write, I have already mentioned, you must write in this manner. First physical appearance, then you write preparation of OS, then you write dry heating test. Dry heating test. এটা তিনটে কলাম করবি. In the experiment column, you write a dry test tube is taken and solid sample is taken in the dry test tube and heat in a Bunsen burner. What do? First you write no cracking sound is observed. তাহলে barium or lead is absent. Then you write the salt become yellow when hot and cold when white. It may be zinc. কারণ zinc oxide কোনো হিট করলে yellow হয় আর cold করলে white হয়. Next you write no substance is sublime, no sublimation is formed. That means ammonium chloride, ammonium sulfate may be absent. So these are the dry heating tests. Then you write dilute sulfuric acid test. Dilute H2SO4 set. The given sample plus dilute H2SO4. Observation, no gas is evolved. That means carbonate, sulfide is absent. Okay. Because dilute sulfuric acid এই গ্যাসগুলো ইভলভ করে. নেক্সট হচ্ছে তোর নাম্বার 4 concentrated sulfuric acid test. A solid sample is taken and add few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid. No colored gas is evolved, that is bromine or iodine is absent. No colorless suffocating odor gas is evolved, that is chloride is absent. ঠিক আছে. No brown ring is reddish brown gas is evolved, that is nitrate is absent. এখানে absent হয়ে গেল. Next you write weight test for anion. Weight test for anion. এখানে আমি কি বললাম যে you take the আচ্ছা weight test for anion এর আগে আর একটা dry test লিখে নে. নাম্বার 5 flame test. Flame test. A solid sample is mixed with concentrated hydrochloric acid and make a paste. Sulfuric acid is concentrated hydrochloric acid দিয়ে solid sample একটা paste তৈরি করা হলো. The paste is taken in a loop of a platinum wire and held over Bunsen burner. No characteristic color of the flame is observed. So barium, calcium, strontium, copper is absent. Okay. Then you write preparation of OS. Preparation of OS and weight test for anion. Preparation of OS and weight test for anions. The given sample is dissolved in distilled water 2 ppr OS. এবারে তিনটে এক্সপেরিমেন্ট কলাম করবি. এক্সপেরিমেন্ট অবজারভেশন ইনফারেন্স. ইন এক্সপেরিমেন্ট কলাম ইউ রাইট 1 cc OS plus 1 cc silver nitrate solution. No white PPT is formed. No PPT is formed. Halide is absent. Then you write 1 cc OS, 1 cc barium chloride. A white PPT is formed. The precipitate is insoluble in mineral acid. Sulfate is confirmed. আবার লিখবি 1 cc OS plus 1 cc freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution. Then add concentrated sulfuric acid slowly. No brown ring is formed. Nitrate is absent. So this is the conformity test for sulfate হয়ে গেল. Now write systematic group analysis. Systematic group analysis for cation. Systematic group analysis for cation. তিনটে কলাম করলি, 1 cc OS plus 1 cc dilute HCl, no PPT, group 1 absent. 1 cc through this solution pass H2S gas, no PPT, group 2 absent. Reject the solution, take again fresh 1 cc OS, add ammonium chloride and then ammonium hydroxide dropwise, no PPT, group 3 absent. Through this solution pass H2S gas, a white PPT, group 4 is present. You must write up to group 4 because your salt contain the group 4 cation. Then what you write? The conformity test for cation. The precipitate is dissolved in dilute HCl and divided into two parts. To the first part you add potassium ferrocyanide solution. Potassium ferrocyanide K4ApCN whole 6. A yellowish white PPT is formed. Zinc is confirmed. To the second part you add sodium hydroxide solution. First in small quantity, then in excess. First a gelatinous white PPT is formed, which is soluble in excess anyways. Zinc is confirmed. So in this way you must write in the 8 column systematic manner. Physical appearance, dry heating test, dilute sulfuric acid test, concentrated sulfuric acid test, flame test, weight test for anion and systematic group for cation, and last সেটটা হচ্ছে conformity test. Conformity test for cation. এই ম্যানারে লিখলে কি হবে? You will get the full marks. Hello. Group analysis you must write in the tabular form. Don't write in the simple way. You must write the 3 column, all the tests. All tests you must write in 3 column: experiment, observation, inference. Okay. Hello student, any problem? You have understood this, how to write this and how to perform. When you perform in the lab, you only do the weight test for anion and weight test for cation. But when you write in the systematic way. Okay, what you perform that does not depend on the marks. What you write in the answer script that determine your marks. Okay. So now the next solve, second solve. Wait for 1 minute, I will take a second solve. For second solve, first you prepare the OS. Second solve is taken. First you prepare OS by dissolving in water. Okay, this is the OS. Now, as usual test, you take small amount of OS in a test tube. What you add? First you add silver nitrate. First you add dilute HCl and observe whether any gas is evolved or not. First you add dilute HCl. See, no gas is evolved. There is no effervescence of gas. That means carbonate, bicarbonate, sulfide are absent. Okay. Now you would again take the original solution. You add silver nitrate solution. Again you add silver nitrate solution. First you add dilute sulfuric acid, then you add silver nitrate solution. It seems like a white PPT, but actually it is not white PPT. There some be contaminated in distilled water. For this, a slight white turbidity appear, but it is not cardi white PPT. So chloride or bromide are absent. Now you take again original solution. You take original solution and you add barium chloride solution. Next, what you add? Barium chloride solution. Barium chloride. BaCl2 solution. Barium chloride solution. You add barium chloride solution. No white PPT is formed. That means sample does not contain chloride, halide or sulfate or sulfide or carbonate and so on. So you may suspect that nitrate group may be present. So you perform the weight test for nitrate. You take the sample solution. You prepare freshly prepared ferrous sulfate. Prepare freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution. Ferrous sulfate. Why it is freshly prepared? Because ferrous ion, if you prepare ferrous sulfate and kept in lab, it is oxidized easily to ferric 1. So you have to prepare freshly prepared ferrous sulfate. Okay. Freshly prepared ferrous sulfate. You add this ferrous sulfate solution to the OS, original solution. Ferrous sulfate solution to OS. Ferrous sulfate solution to OS. Now you in the another dry test tube you take concentrated sulfuric acid. Another dry test tube you take concentrated sulfuric acid. This is concentrated sulfuric acid. Very cautiously you take concentrated sulfuric acid. Then this is the ferrous sulfate plus original solution. You add this slowly from the walls of the test tube in this way, very slowly from the walls of the test tube, and you observe a brilliant brown ring is formed. See this, a brown ring is formed. You may note this color. A brown ring is formed at the junction of the two liquid. Brown ring is formed. See this? Have you noticed it? That means the given sample contain nitrate ion. So this is important test for nitrate ion. Okay. Now, so we have already got the nitrate ion. Now test for cation. Test for cation. First you prepare the original solution again. You prepare original solution again. You prepare original solution by dissolving in distilled water. Okay. Now you add very small amount of original solution in another test tube, and then you add dilute HCl. When you add dilute HCl, you have already observed that no white PPT is formed. So group 1 is absent. It is colorless, so group 2 is absent. So you add ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide. For group 3, you add ammonium chloride, then you add ammonium hydroxide. Very small amount. No white PPT is formed. Now pass H2S. Group 4 I have already done, so it is not group 4. You perform the group 5 test. What is the group 5 test? You take the original solution. Now you add ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide and ammonium carbonate. First you add ammonium chloride. Then you add very small amount ammonium hydroxide. Then you add ammonium carbonate, NH4 whole 2 CO3, ammonium carbonate. And you observe a white precipitate is formed. A white precipitate is formed. Now you dissolve this precipitate in acetic acid. You dissolve this precipitate in acetic acid. You dissolve it in dilute acetic acid. See, a clear solution is obtained, dilute acetic acid. Now divide into two parts. Divide into two parts. To the first part, what is the test for barium? You add potassium chromate. Potassium chromate. And you observe a white precipitate is formed. Yellow PPT is formed. This yellow PPT confirms the presence of barium ion. So what is the salt? Barium nitrate. So in this way, in the second part, you add sodium oxalate. Sodium oxalate. Again you observe a white PPT is formed. Here I have already mentioned earlier, in the group 5, the best test is flame test. You take the solid sample. I cannot show here flame because gas is not present still now. This, you take the paste of the solid sample and take in the Bunsen flame by using a platinum wire. If a apple green or grassy green flame is observed, it confirms the barium ion. If you add potassium chromate, a yellow PPT, and sodium oxalate, a white PPT, both case precipitate take place, then it is barium. Or if only white precipitate with sodium oxalate, but no PPT with potassium chromate, then it is calcium. But you can identify this base either by flame test. Base identification of group 5 radical is the flame test. Then this is the test. Then you write in this way, that 8 column, physical appearance, dry heating test, dilute sulfuric acid, concentrate. এখানে বেরিয়াম যেহেতু আছে, dry heating test এ লিখবি, a cracking sound is obtained and a reddish brown gas is evolved. When concentrated sulfuric acid is added, a reddish brown gas is evolved because nitrate ion is present. So this is the dry test for nitrate ion. When heated with concentrated sulfuric acid test or heated barium nitrate, a cracking sound is formed and a reddish brown gas is evolved. Okay. Hello student, understood how to write? So you must remember all the tests for cation and anion, because no book will be supplied in the exam room. You have to memorize all the tests for cation and anion and all group reagent for cation, because external examination may ask a question from this part in your viva part. Okay. Yes, you can write flame test as a conformity test along with the weight test. First you write the weight test, then you write the flame test. If only barium, calcium or strontium you obtain, then you can write the flame test also. Okay. In all cases you have to write flame test, because I have given flame test number 5. Okay. Bye.